When we talk about narcissism, we usually mean two things. On the one hand, narcissistic traits, self-centeredness and the need for admiration. And on the other hand, the narcissistic personality disorder, a stable and enduring pattern of grandiosity, devaluing others, and a lack of empathy. But in personality research, there's another framework, the so-called dark triad. It basically describes three problematic traits: narcissism, Machiavellism, and psychopathy. And people who score high in these areas, they tend to act cold, manipulative, or self-serving. And this is where the term dark empath emerges. It describes people who score high on those dark triad traits and show above average levels of empathy. They understand the emotions of other people, but not to build connection. Instead, they use this kind of knowledge to manipulate, to control, and even to hurt other people more effectively. The difference from the classic narcissist is quite clear. The narcissist often appears blind to the emotions of others. The dark empath, however, perceives them very clearly and uses them for his own purpose. In other words, what one overlooks, the other one exploits. Furthermore, it's very important to stress this is not a clinical term. In the DSM-5 or ICD-11, there's no diagnosis that is called dark empath. It is a research model first described in a 2020 study by Haim and colleagues. Therefore, the data is still very, very young. First results and very few long-term findings. But why is it so popular? Well, because the concept captures something many people actually feel. Empathy does not automatically equal morality. In other words, empathy can also become a weapon. And that is what makes the dark empath so fascinating. For science, and of course for YouTube or TikTok.